Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pageant Perspective podcast. I'm your host, Candice Freeman. A big thank you and shout out to our fans and everyone that follows and likes us. We really do appreciate it. Today, I'm here with a lovely young girl. She's only like 15 years old, but she's so lovely, ladies and gentlemen, so mature, so sophisticated. Her name is Aliya, and I will allow her to introduce herself to the audience. Aliya, welcome.
Hi, my name is Aliya Dludla, 15 years of age from Soweto now.
All right, Aliya. So you've been in pageantry for like a decade, am I right?
Yes.
Since you were 5 years old.
Yes.
Can you tell us how you got into pageantry?
So it all started when my mom hosted my 5th birthday at Spurs.
Okay.
She seen that I was doing all of these modeling stunts and all of that because I knew nothing about modeling at the time. And then she came across an article that was advertising some modeling school in Soweto, and then they made me join.
So at your birthday, you were strutting your stuff.
Yes!
It's my birthday. That's quite interesting. So you also hold a few titles. Can you mention, if you can mention all of them, it would be great, but can you mention them for us?
So I remember when I first won my first competition in Rustenburg 2015. It was Miss Rustenburg, and then not so long ago, I won Miss Supreme Fire SA 2023, and I've won Miss Southern Hemisphere, second princess, and yeah, that's all I remember.
That's all you remember. Yes. The other ones just flew out. But even though she's missed a few, she just forgot. It's not that she doesn't want to mention them. So I want to know, in pageantry, what has been some of your most memorable moments?
The most memorable moment was when I made new friends, met new people, learned a lot of things, as in interviews, how to walk, how to speak to people, how to answer your questions in interviews. Thank you.
So you enjoy learning. That's what you enjoy during pageantry. And then what are some very challenging moments for you in pageantry?
I'm not gonna lie, interviews, it's like so stressful because you do not know what they're going to ask you. It's either from your introduction or they're just going to come up with some random questions. So it has to be interviews.
But I think you've done pretty well with your interviews. I mean, with how far you've come. And I think, like you said, you enjoy learning.
Not really. Because most of the times it's not what you think they want. They usually, it's like it changes each and every year.
Okay. I think it keeps it interesting. And it's a challenge. It should be a challenge. So then, with the pageants that you've won and like just who you are, your personality, what do you think gives you an edge in pageantry and what makes you successful?
I think what makes me successful is all of the practicing. When I go for practicing on Fridays, the charity works. Oh, my mom, she has to push me each and every time to wake up for my charities. And I feel like that's what pushes me.
Yeah, so I think it's you basically saying that hard work is what gives you your success factor. And then, what do you like the most in pageantry? So there's the clothes, right? It's how you look. It's the ramp. It's the judges. It's the crowd. You know, all of those aspects. What's your favorite thing at pageantry? Like when you're on the stage and you're doing everything, what's your favorite thing?
It has to be the clothes and the walking because I get the chance to like showcase who I really am. Although backstage, nerves are killing me. But then once I like step on stage, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. And
that's fun. And then what do you think judges typically look for in a queen, a title holder?
I feel like they look for someone who will uphold their title and do his or her duties as the title upholder and not just be lazy and sit at home, but actually wake up, go and create awareness out there, do charity work. Yes.
That's what judges look for. So I think that's more specified to like after the pageant, right?
Yes.
But then during the pageant within. Have you been on a journey pageant before?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah, a lot of them. Which one do you prefer, the day or the journey pageants?
The day pageants. Because you're just like, okay, I'm waking up, I'm going to work and not work, but like go on stage and just like,
and then showcase. It's done and dusted. And then I know, like, so ladies and gentlemen, this is her what do you call it? Portfolio. Yes. So Aliya's been doing quite a lot of, community initiatives and stuff like that. And it's actually such a pretty portfolio. This is just one of them. So this is a winter tree challenge with toddler and tween, right?
Yes.
15th July 2023. And she has all of these lovely pictures here of her doing all these amazing things. Can you mention maybe some others that you've done before? Maybe they are in the book as well. So what are you guys doing with this one specifically?
So it was this other cold day. My mom and I decided to go put some clothes on a random tree.
Oh.
And then we also donated some clothes to a netball club who we seen that, they needed help and they needed clothes because it was also cold at that time.
So then you're giving out clothes. And then how did you get these clothes? Was it your own or did you get from other people as well?
It was my own and also other people.
That's good.
Yes.
And then I see you also had a soup kitchen. So tell me about the soup kitchen actually.
I usually host a lot of soup kitchens at Kaya Letu Center.
Yeah, I see Kaya
Letu
in Kliptown,
and
yes.
we usually make some mince, some rice, some soup for the unprivileged kids for them to eat. And yeah.
What are some of your, what initiative is your favorite to support? Like what initiative would you go on and do every year? Whether it's soup kitchen, whether it's, because you've done quite a few, you've done Environmental Day, you've done Autism Day, but what is your favorite one? Which one do you think settles well with you?
It has to be the autistic one because I get the chance to create awareness for autistic people so that people realize that we are the same, but autistic people have some things that differ.
They differ, yes. And it's actually a broad, because they talk about spectrums in autism.
Yes.
So you get a whole range of different characteristics in people that you find. So it's good to create awareness of that so that we can know what's going on. I mean, if there wasn't any awareness about it, I don't think I would have known about it.
Because we don't actually eat the same food.
What do you mean?
Like sweets and all of that, they cannot eat them.
They can't.
Yes.
You see, I didn't know that. So I suppose sweets has a certain effect on them.
Yes.
Okay, so that's nice. And then I know the most nerve-wracking part in pageantry is, answering questions from judges.
Yes, it is.
But let's say with the title that you currently hold, which is the Miss Supreme Fire.
Yes.
Did they ask you questions there?
It was actually like an interview, not really on stage questions.
An interview.
Yes.
And then how did you answer? How did you battle those questions?
It was actually based on my introduction. So I was so happy because it was easy for me to answer the questions and yeah.
So what was your introduction? What did you say?
Should I say it now?
Yes.
So good day, panel of judges. Standing in front of you today is the 15-year-old Aliya Dludla from Gauteng. I'm a grade 10 pupil at Lenasia Muslim School and my favorite subject is EMS. During my spare time, I enjoy modeling, singing, and spending time with my pets. My motto in life is to believe in yourself, stay strong, and never give up. Thank you.
Yay! So what question did they ask you regarding that?
They asked me about my pets, why do I like spending time with them. And then I told them that I have 3 pets at home. One is Shorty, King, and Queen.
All dogs?
Yes, all dogs. And then I told them that, then they asked me why do I like singing. And then I said, I usually sing in the shower. And then my parents always shouted at me because time consuming.
Time consuming,
yes.
And then if you were to give advice to someone, it's like, Aliya, I have questions that I have to answer with this pageant. What advice would you give them?
They should actually answer what they feel is right. And there's no right or wrong question. I mean, answer because it's usually
what's from the inside that you should express. You should express what's inside.
Yes.
You did say that you like day pageants, right? Like one-day pageants. But I want to know, when it comes to the shoes, the dress, the makeup and hair, how would you style yourself that in a way that you're I'm taking the win? What's your winning outfit?
So usually my coach would advise us on what outfit and shoes to wear. And usually it's based on the competition, on what do they want and the criteria that they want.
Okay.
Yes.
So you go off of that.
Yes.
What's your favorite category though? You get what favorite category have you taken part in? Like in terms of maybe, you get elegant, then you get smart casual. Sometimes they say...
It has to be elegant. That is like my top notch.
Yes.
Because like I get to like express who I really am. Whereas for casual, you need to have like the sassy person. And I like a little bit there.
You like elegance.
Like, yes,
yeah, elegance. Like elegance. Have you had like any funky categories, like maybe like funky denim, or sometimes they have like...
Not really.
You haven't had any of those funky ones yet?
I think when I was still a small child. But recently, not really.
Okay, so this is a hypothetical question, looking at the social ills that we have in our community. If you could address one of them, what would it be?
It has to be stereotypes or gender equality in our communities, because I feel like girls and boys are expected to portray different characters at home, whereas girls are expected to act polite and looked after households, whilst boys are expected to be tough and strong and be the breadwinners in the family.
But there's a balance to both. Like, you can be polite but still be strong.
Yes.
You can. So it has to work in different ways.
Yes.
However, I want to know, with pageantry, what motivates you to keep going with pageantry?
It has to be my confidence and having the ability that my parents are there to support me, that support me in being...
Okay, so your parents' support, that's what means a lot to you. And that's what keeps pushing you and motivates you. And then furthermore, where would you like to see yourself in pageantry? Where would you like to go?
I'd like to be Miss South Africa one day and represent South Africa. Also to be Miss Universe.
Yay!
Yes.
So you look forward to those? No, that's good. That's good. Aliya, thank you so much for being on our show today. It was such a pleasure having you. I was laughing a lot.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all from Candice and Aliya on the Pageant Perspective podcast. See you next time. And don't forget to like, share, follow, and comment. We appreciate all your input. Bye.